Welcome to our channel. Today we will derive the expressions for the energy in physics. So let us start. तो एनर्जी का जो डेरिवेशन है फॉर 11th एंड 12th दोनों स्टैंडर्ड के लिए यहाँ पे मैंने उसका एक अप्रोच बताया है. मीन्स टुडे आई विल डिस्कस अबाउट द अप्रोच एंड we will derive the expressions. So what is the approach for the derivation of energy? So first of all, as we talk simple way, what is energy? Energy is the form of work done. This is the basic approach for anything. So energy is the form of work done. I will do in two parts. एक electrical energy और दूसरा है हमारा mechanical energy. दोनों का वर्क डन का जो कंसेप्ट है दैट इज डिफरेंट एंड डिफरेंट. सो विल स्टार्ट विद दैट वन. सो इन टू डिफरेंट पार्ट्स आई विल डिवाइड इट. इन अप्रोच आई हैव मेंशन कि एक मैकेनिकल वर्क डन होगा या मैकेनिकल एनर्जी होगा. तो हमें पता है कि मैकेनिकल के टाइम में व्हाट इज वर्क डन, dw इज फोर्स इनटू डिस्प्लेसमेंट. आई एम राइटिंग डिस्प्लेसमेंट ओवर हियर एज dx. एक अप्रोच तो ये है कि वर्क डन इज इक्वल्स टू फोर्स इनटू डिस्प्लेसमेंट. सो इन वर्ड्स आई कैन राइट वर्क इज इक्वल्स टू फोर्स इनटू डिस्प्लेसमेंट. ओके. एंड सेकेंड, for the electrical energy, for the derivations of electrical energy, what will be the approach? In this case we can write, हमें पता है कि what is electric potential. Electric potential is defined as the work done per unit charge. So we know since electric potential V is equals to work done per unit charge, I will write. So it is work done per unit charge. So we can find out work done from here. So work done will be Q into V. So work done is charge into electric potential. And here charge will vary. So we can write for a small work done, if a small charge is flowing, then we can write dW is equals to V into dQ. This is the basic concept for the derivations. तो हमारे पास दो चीजें हैं. One is this for mechanical work done and this is for electrical work done. And by using these two formulas of work done, we will derive the expressions for the energy in physics for 11th and 12th standard. So let us start with the first derivation. First is energy stored in the charge capacitor. Energy stored in the charged capacitor. So basic things regarding this one, what we know, we have mentioned over here, this is source of electric potential, that is V, and this is the capacitor whose capacitance is C, and charge Q is flowing through the circuit. In capacitive circuit also we can say. तो इसका भी basic approach I have written as I have mentioned already. तो ये कौन से type का है? It is of type of electrical work done, because work done is the form of energy और हमें energy stored निकालना है तो electrical work done required होगा. And basic formula again I have mentioned over here. Approach ये भी है. This is also the approach for this derivation. If this part will be so clear, we can derive the expression very easily. So V is, that is electric potential, is work done per unit charge. So as we will do the cross multiplication, W will be Q into V. So if a small charge is flowing through that one, then work done will be small, and small work done will be dW is equals to V into dQ. And dW, what is V now? V is Q by C, because we know Q is equals to CV. In capacitance we have studied. Since Q is CV, so V will be Q by C. So here instead of V I have written Q by C into dq. So ये वर्क डन हमें मिल गया, तो यहीं से हम लोग एनर्जी का प्रॉपर डेरिवेशन करेंगे. सो आई हैव रिटन अबाउट दिस डायग्राम. The total amount of work in charging the capacitor is stored in the capacitor in the form of electric potential energy, and electric potential energy is nothing but it is the product of charge and electric potential. Charge and electric potential. So we will start from here. ये पार्ट हम लोग फिर से लिख सकते हैं यहाँ पे कि when small charge dq या for small charge dq, when small charge dq is in capacitor, then during charging we can say, then work done in charging capacitor, work done is dw, and we know since dw is equals to v into dq, this step I have written, this step. Now what is v? V is q by c. I will use that term. So dw will be v is q by c into dq, and we get small work done. And when capacitor get charged, initial charge is 0, and when it fully charged, then total charge is capital Q. So we will apply the limit from 0 to capital Q. So we can write total work done can be obtained. We can write total work done can be obtained by integrating dw from limit we have to apply from 0 to capital Q. So we can write it as therefore total work done W will be integration of dw, but what is dw, and limit will be from 0 to capital Q. But dw is this term is dw, so we can write integration from 0 to capital Q of dw is q by c into dq. Now 1 by c is constant, capacitance is constant, so we'll get integration from 0 to capital Q of q dq. And we know integration of x dx is x square by 2, so integration of q dq will be q square by 2. So we can write it as therefore w will be 1 by c, and integration we did already, so it will be q square by 2, and limit is from 0 to capital Q. So now we can apply the limit, upper limit minus lower limit. This term will be 1 by c capital Q square by 2 minus 0 square by 2. We are applying the limit, upper limit minus lower limit. Upper limit means this q we are substituting instead of small q, and again we are substituting 0 instead of small q. So we are getting finally what will be the final result, 1 by c into q square by 2, or simply we can write half q square by c. It is w. So one of the format we get half q square by c. This is one of the formula we can say. Okay. Now its second part we can write, that is equation 1 say, not 2, and we know W is equals to half Q is CV. Q is CV. Here we can write, since Q is CV. So instead of Q we have written CV over here. So we are getting CV square by C. So finally we will get half CV square. So this term will be half CV square. This is another formula what we get, formula for energy. Apart from this, we can write one more format from here. From here we can write what? We can write, since W is equals to half Q square by C we have. तो अभी हमने Q का सब्स्टिट्यूशन किया था, अभी हम लोग C का सब्स्टिट्यूशन कर दें, तो C will be Q upon V. C will be Q upon V. So it will be Q square and C will be Q upon V. Here we can write, since C is Q upon V. कैपेसिटेंस है. So V ऊपर चला जाएगा and 1Q will get cancelled. So ultimately this Q will get cancelled. V will move up. So we will get another expression as W is equals to half Q into V. So this is another expression. Okay, this is our equation number 3 say. So overall these all the three formulas are there for the energy stored in a charged capacitor. So we can conclude all the formulas once again and we can write the final expression. So energy stored, W is equals to, what is first formula? That is half Q square by C is equals to half CV square is equals to half Q into V. So this is the final expression for the energy stored in a charged capacitor. Okay. So this derivation we completed. Now second is, another is energy stored in an inductor. In an inductor, it should be in an inductor. So again, approach for this we have a study about the Lenz law. In Lenz law, again it is electrical work done. So concept वही रहेगा जो हमने previously discuss किया. So we have a study about the Lenz law. According to Lenz law, we have E is equals to L di by dt. L di by dt. That is, EMF induced in a coil is directly proportional to the rate of change of current in primary coil. That term we have. So this is one of the thing whatever we are using. Another is V is W by Q, but instead of V, EMF हम लोग E से represent करते हैं. EMF is same as the voltage V. So E is W by Q. So dW क्या होगा इस केस में? W will be Q into E. Q into E. So dW will be E into dQ because charge will be variable, not potential. So dW is L di by dt. L di by dt. Okay. Okay. L di by dt. That is E. So dW is E into dQ. E is L di by dt into this dQ. So dW will be Li di. That I will write according to Lenz law, or that same approach we will write for the derivation. So we can write according to Lenz law. According to Lenz law, or about the back EMF, it is also called back EMF, since E is L di by dt, L di by dt. And here we know one more thing, this is our equation 1a, and since E is W by Q, that we have studied. Here E is the EMF. So E is W by Q. So W will be E into Q. E into Q. But if we have to find out the small work done when current is flowing through the inductor, so that small work done will be E into dq. Now this value of EMF we can substitute over here. So what expression we will get? Therefore dW becomes E is L di by dt into dq. Now this term I will keep in this bracket, so it will be learned to us. So further we can write it, dW is equals to L di into dq by dt. This term I will keep with each other. So you will get L di into dq by dt is what? Rate of flow of charge is called current. So this term will be I. So we'll get finally dW is equals to Li di. Now variable is current over here. As in this diagram also we are mentioning, it is an inductor, the source of EMF is here, current is flowing through that. So what will be energy stored in an inductor? That will be, if a small current di is flowing through this, so during that whatever work done will be there, that is given by Li di. So now total work done can be obtained. Now total work done can be obtained by integrating dW, and limit we have to apply from वेरिएबल का ही लिमिट हम लोग अप्लाई करेंगे. यहाँ पे वेरिएबल क्या है? करंट है. तो करंट कहाँ से कहाँ वेरी होगा? When no current was there, then current was 0, and when in the inductor current is maximum, then it is high. So limit we have to apply from 0 to I. So from 0 to I, this is the limit of the current. So we can write, therefore W will be integration of dW from 0 to I, and it will be 0 to I. What is dW? Already we get dW over here, this part, that is Li di, Li into di. So we will integrate it. L is constant, it will come integration from 0 to I of I di. So it will be integration of I di will be I square by 2. So L into I square by 2 will get. And limit we have to apply from 0 to I. So ultimately, what will be this formula? It can be written as L, limit we will apply I square by 2 minus 0 square by 2. Upper limit minus lower limit we did. This I once will substitute over here, that is already I, so it becomes I square by 2 minus lower limit is 0. Instead of I, we will write 0 over here. So 0 square by 2. So ultimately, we are getting this work done as half Li I square. And this is the expression for the energy stored in an inductor. Energy stored in an inductor that we have explained. Okay, now next, electrical energy based one more derivation is there, that is the potential energy of Bohr's orbit. Niels Bohr have given the three postulates. From that we are going to find out the potential energy of Bohr's orbit. Again, it is of the type of electrical energy, so procedure will be same. Procedure in sense, approach will be same. And what is the approach for that? Once again, electric potential is work done per unit charge. So work done will be charge into electric potential. So we know about the Bohr's orbit. If we are talking, okay, what we know about the Bohr's orbit, suppose this is an atom and this is the nucleus and this is the radius of Bohr's orbit, I will say. This R is the radius. R is the radius. This is the nucleus and here there is certain electron. Inside the nucleus there is the proton and electron is revolving like this way. Now in this case we know we require what? We require electric potential. So what is the formula for electric potential? That is the potential due to moving electron. So we know since electric potential V is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R होता है. But we are writing E by R because we are talking about the electron and charge on electron is E. ये बहुत basic concept है. V is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R. Instead of charge we are writing E by R. Okay, V by R. So instead of V we are writing E by R. This is the general expression. And secondly, we can apply one more concept from here. Since potential energy, electric potential energy, I will write dW is equals to charge on electron into electric potential. Charge on electron into electric potential. So what is the charge on electron? Charge on electron is minus E. So charge on electron is minus E into electric potential. From equation 1 we have already, that is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught E by R. So this term becomes dW is equals to dW or work done simply will write, no need to write dW over here. हम dW नहीं लिखेंगे यहाँ पे, we will write only W. So W work done will be, what will be work done? Work done will be 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught minus E square by R. So this is the expression and this work done is stored in the form of potential energy. We can write this work done is stored in the form of potential energy. So electric potential energy. So electric potential energy is equals to minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught E square by R. This is the final expression for this. derivation. Okay, next another. So these all the derivation were based on the electrical energy. Now mechanical work done or mechanical energy. For that I have already mentioned what should be the approach for the energy. Energy is the form of work done, and work done is force into displacement. So we know force in different cases for the different chapters, means whatever condition is given for that, whatever is the force and displacement we know, so we can find out the work done, and that work done will be the form of energy. Once again the same concept we are going to apply. So potential energy of a stretched string, if we are going to stretching any string, so in that case what happens, that will sustain a certain energy, that will have certain energy, that energy stored in the string will be a string or a spring, whatever we are talking, that will be in the form of potential energy. So I have mentioned over here, हमने एक डायग्राम लिया है, ये रिजिड सपोर्ट है, दिस इज द रिजिड सपोर्ट, मींस ये रिजिड सपोर्ट है इन सेंस कोई स्प्रिंग जो है वो वॉल से फिक्स की गई है, सो दैट इज द रिजिड सपोर्ट, एंड दिस इज द नॉर्मल कंडीशन, ये नॉर्मल कंडीशन है, दिस इज द कंडीशन ऑफ इक्विलिब्रियम पोजीशन, एंड एज वी अप्लाई द फोर्स ऑन इट, so what happens, there is the displacement, this string get stretched, simple way will say, this spring get stretched and there is the displacement as dx. So as we leave it, it will apply the restoring force to this direction. Now thing is that whatever we have to take care over here, ki force is applied to this direction and displacement is being, restoring force is being to this direction and displacement is being to this direction. It means restoring force and displacement are in opposite directions, so work done will be negative, and negative work done we will write in minus. So इतना जो बेसिक हमने समझाया, दैट्स अप्रोच आई हैव रिटन, फिर आगे हम लोग लिखेंगे what is work done. Work done is force into displacement, and here I have mentioned FR. FR is the F suffix R. FR is the restoring force. It is the restoring force, and K is the spring constant. ये नए terms हैं, spring constant. Rest of all are same. Tx is the displacement, small displacement I will say, displacement. Okay, and F is the applied force. F is the applied force. So we can say when a string get stretched, we have work done required to displace a string for displacement dx, that will be dw is equals to f into dx. Fr, restoring force, that work done will be force into displacement, and here force is the restoring force as Fr, and restoring force we know about that, restoring force, here work done will be restoring force, and restoring force is minus. Okay, this work done will be negative. Why it will be negative? Because as restoring force is acting to this direction but displacement is being to this direction, so work done will be negative. So I have written dw is equals to minus Fr into dx, and restoring force is directly proportional to displacement, already we know. यहाँ पे मैं लिख देता हूँ restoring force, since restoring force is directly proportional to displacement, whatever I was writing previously, displacement. So Fr is directly proportional to x, so it will be F is equals to minus kx, that restoring force Fr minus kx, where k is the constant. So this term I will use further. आगे के लिए मैं ये term use करने वाला हूँ. So what we will get, we can write it as minus Fr is minus kx into dx, and k is the spring constant or force constant we say. So it will be kx dx. And suppose we have mentioned here कि total displacement is x, suppose total displacement is x, maximum displacement is x, and when spring was not displaced, by that time its displacement was 0. So if we want to calculate total work done, then we have to integrate, and limit will be integrate dw, and limit will be from 0 to x. So we'll write that part. Okay, so this dw is equals to kx dx. This is the main part, and from here we can write now total work done. Now total work done can be obtained by integrating dw from limit 0 to x. So dw, therefore dw will be integration from 0 to x, integration of from 0 to x we can write w will be integration from 0 to x of dw. But what is dw? Now we'll write value of dw. What is dw? That is kx dx from equation 1. So total work done can be obtained. K is constant, integration of x dx from 0 to x and 0 to x, and integration of x dx is x square by 2. So this will be k into x square by 2, and limit is from 0 to x. So again we will substitute the limit. So we will get half kx square, directly we can write, and this is the potential energy, that is energy stored in the spring. Okay, so this is the final expression. Terms must be clear. Fine. Another example of the energy is strain energy of a stretched wire. Strain energy. A stretched wire. That in elasticity topic we get this derivation. So strain energy of a stretched wire. I have mentioned over here, suppose this is any rigid support and this is any wire which has been attached with the rigid support, and as we apply some load over here, this is the load we attach with the wire, this is wire, okay, S is the rigid support. So what will happen? Its length will increase, and its length increases and it comes over here. Total increase in length is small l, and its total length we will mention it as capital L from here to here. This length is capital L. Capital L is the original length. Small l is the total increase in length or elongation or extension in wire. And suppose we are assuming that when there was no extension in the wire, then displacement was 0 or extension was 0. and suppose at any moment there is the increase in the length as dl. So when this increase in the length is kind of displacement, and we know what is the formula for work done is force into displacement. तो हमें डिस्प्लेसमेंट का टर्म यहाँ पे मिल गया है, हमने एज्यूम कर लिया है. फोर्स का टर्म कहाँ से आएगा? तो हमें मालूम है यंग्स मॉडुलस. वी नो अबाउट द यंग्स मॉडुलस. यंग्स मॉडुलस इज, this is the formula, stress upon strain, and if we'll do that then we'll get FL by AL. FL by L we can say, simple way. So from here we can find out the force. Force will be YA small l by capital L. And we know dW, work done, is equals to force into displacement, and force is this term that we can substitute into displacement, dl. Displacement is dl. So this is small work done. Now we will integrate this term and we'll apply the limit so we can obtain whatever we want. So terms are there. We can write about the terms. Capital L is the original length of wire. Original length of wire. Small l is the increase in length or elongation or extension or elongation also we can write. Elongation, that is the total increase in the length of wire, and dl is the small extension in wire. Capital L is, sorry, and here I will complete it. I will write it as load. L is the load. Here another way you will say कि दो capital L है तो उसका क्या करें? One is load, and we know Young's modulus, that is Young's modulus is longitudinal stress upon longitudinal strain. So it is stress, longitudinal stress upon longitudinal strain. That formula we know, and from here we will get the term of force. So we can write, since, according to Young's modulus, what do we have? Okay, Young's modulus, not according, in fact we can't write it as according. So we know, since Young's modulus y is equals to stress, longitudinal stress upon longitudinal strain. So longitudinal stress is force acting per unit area upon small l by capital L. That much we know. So this term can be written as y is equals to FL by AL. So from here we will calculate the force. So force will be YA small l by capital L. ये हमारा सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट हो गया, बिकॉज हमें फोर्स का टर्म चाहिए. यही चीज हमने सारे डेरिवेशन में किया है कि हमें जो मैकेनिकल वर्क डन या मैकेनिकल एनर्जी का है उसमें हमने क्या किया है, सबसे पहले फोर्स का टर्म ढूंढा है. तो आई विल राइट इट एज इक्वेशन 1 से. दिस इज इक्वेशन 1. तो वी नो सिंस वर्क डन इन stretching wire for dl, displacement dl, it will be dw is equals to f into dl. मैंने x के टर्म में नहीं लिखा, इंक्रीज इन लेंथ small increase in length as dl. So small work done will be that one. So therefore dw will be, f का वैल्यू है हमारा फ्रॉम इक्वेशन 1, y a small l by capital L into dl, and this is work done. Now total work done can be obtained by integrating dw from limit, again will be 0 to small l, because total increase in length is small l. So now we can integrate it. So w will be integration of dw from 0 to l, but what is dw? It is this equation. We have y a small l by capital L. That will be y a small l by capital L into dl. So all the terms are constant over here, so we'll get w is equals to y a small l, y a by capital L. ये तीनों terms constant है, and we will get integration from 0 to L of L dl. So y a by capital L and integration of L dl will be L square by 2, and limit is from 0 to L. So we will get y a by capital L into L square by 2 minus 0 square by 2, upper limit minus lower limit. This is the upper limit we have substituted. Again, instead of L we are substituting 0. So ultimately we are getting w is equals to half y a L square by capital L. So we can write it as w is equals to half y a small l by capital L into small l. Instead of L square I have written in this format. But this term y a small l by capital L is nothing but force. Equation 1, whatever we can see, y a small l by capital L is F. So the same term is over here. So this term can be written as F. So we are getting w is equals to half into F into L. F is the force or load, and I will say this work done is stored in the form of strain energy. This work done is stored in the form of strain energy. So this is the formula for strain energy. So we can say strain energy is equals to 1 by 2 into F is also called as load into small l is the extension. So 1 by 2 into load into extension. Now there may be the different formats of this formula, but derivation will be till here only. And another similar type of derivation is there, that is the surface energy. This will be in chapter surface tension, surface energy. And here we are going to mention, suppose this is any frame, PQRS. PQRS is any frame, and it have one AB side. One side is as AB. Side AB is adjustable or slidable, means which is movable at all. So suppose it was at this position. Now the frame we dip in the soap solution and take it out. So what will happen? There will be formation of thin film on it. This kind of film will form on it. And as we take, and as we stretch this film by a force over here, हम लोग यहाँ पे apply करेंगे, तो due to surface tension, what will happen? It want to restore its original position. And when it was initially, frame was here, AB, and when we apply the force on it, then AB displace it to CD for the displacement dx. Then displacement we get, and force ka term in terms of surface tension if we'll get, then we can again find out the derivation for the surface energy. So I have mentioned few terms are there that I will write related with this. PQRS is the frame. PQRS is the frame whose side QR is equals to L, that is the length of one side, length of one side, or length of, yeah, fine. AB is movable, AB is movable side or adjustable side, and capital T I am taking surface tension, okay. And okay, when frame is dipped in the soap solution and taken out, then thin film is formed on it. That part I'm not going to write in this part. And when we stretch side AB with a force F, when side AB is stretched with a force F, then it slides from AB to CD for displacement dx. That much we know. So work done during that, therefore work done during that, what will be? dW is equals to, what is dW? It is F into Tx, force into displacement. This I will take it as equation 1, say. This is our equation 1. And we know for surface tension or in surface tension, for this diagram we have, since T surface tension is force acting per unit length, here 2L we will take, because 2L for the two free surfaces. Now as I'm talking, we dip this system in soap solution, so film will form on it. So film will have two free surfaces. What do you mean by free surface? Free surface is the surface which is in contact with air. So two surfaces will be in contact with air. दो surfaces air के contact में होगा. Thin film बना है, ये surface इधर भी air है और ये surface के इधर भी air है. So okay, so 2L for the two free surfaces. That reason I will write 2L for two free surfaces. So force we can get from here, it will be T into 2L. This I can write it as equation 2, say. This will be equation 2. So ultimately we have to find out what surface energy. Energy is the form of work done. And work done is force into displacement. We get the displacement from here, we get the force from here. So we can write, since work done dW is equals to F into dx, but F we have T into 2L into dx. Now we have to take these two simultaneously. So we will get therefore dW is equals to T into 2L into dx. We have here 2L into dx. Now think about 2L is the for two free surfaces into dx. 2L for the two free surfaces into dx. So L and dx. So length into breadth is area. So instead of 2L into dx, we'll write dA. So we can write dW is equals to T into dA. I will write the reason over here, since dA is equals to 2L into dx, and dA is the increase in surface area. Increase in surface area. Increase in surface area. So this is the expression for the dW is equals to T into dA. That surface energy is equals to surface tension into increase in surface area. In words we can write, therefore work done is the form of energy. So surface energy is equals to surface tension into increase in surface area. Increase in surface area. Okay, so this is the relation. Fine. So we complete derivations for the energy in physics. Additional one or more derivations will be there, but all derivation will have the same approach whatever I have mentioned in this video. Now thanks for watching this video. Please like, share and subscribe my channel, and you can comment also for next video, मीन्स मैं कौन सा वीडियो बनाऊं उसके लिए आप लोग कमेंट कर सकते हैं. As per your requirement, I will make videos. Thanks.